Are you there?
Hello. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Christy, for your brief introduction. And welcome, everyone, and a warm good morning to each and everyone who joined for this wonderful session right in this Sunday morning. Okay. So I just like to just give a brief introduction myself, as you all Christy told. Myself is Paul Sampson Paul. I'm an athlete. More than that, a sports enthusiast and professionally working in health and fitness industry from last 9 years. And I would take a moment to thank Decathlon and All for Sports for giving me this such a wonderful opportunity to meeting the people around this world and giving them what I learned from my all these years of experiences. And thank you so much for that. And before we getting in, please candidates or participants, please make sure you keeping a mat with you. And it will be very grateful if you are in your activity dress because it's not just a talking session we will be doing. We just giving you some informations, but more than that, we do some warm up, we do some core activities and some cooling down. So make sure your camera should be on. So I should know what exactly you are doing and you should be in your activity dress and it will be nice if you can keep a mat also with you. Great. Okay, so before we stepping in, I just like to ask a question. Christy, is the audio
It's
clear, right?
perfect,
Audio and
Supam.
video is clear, right? All right, thank you. Thank you so much. So just getting into the running, what exactly running? So I just like to ask a question like why you have to choose running or why you actually have to take care running as a first priority or running as a main part in your life. So I will say, like some used to say, weight loss. Like, okay, a friend of mine has told me, or like a friend of yours has told you, okay, it will be great if you choose a running will be a best possible way to lose your weight. It's a possible way. Yes, I'm not declining it. It's a possible way. That can be a reason why you have to choose your running. And some other may say, yes, it will be a good cardio. Like you can be doing it in your treadmill for like a 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on you are a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced person. It can be a good cardio. Or you're going out and run. It can build up your cardiovascular endurance. That exactly means your heart and blood vessel can pump to a better level than what we're doing more than any other activities. If you're going to a gym, you're just doing some biceps curls, you're just working that particular muscle. So that doesn't mean your heart capacity will be the best as possible you could be. So that's why you choose running. It can be the best way to boost your cardiovascular endurance that you start pumping your blood from your head or you can say from your tippy fingers till your tippy toes. It can be possible. How it will be possible? Because it can boost or it can push all the blood into your entire system rather than you just doing some push-up or you just doing some biceps curls. I'm not saying biceps curls and push-ups are bad, but this will be a best cardio endurance activity you can ever do. All right. And some used to do it as a self-privilege. Just giving an example. As you stepping in a person or in a birthday party with a 10 person and a five of them already told like, okay, I already ran a 5K or I do like a 2 kilometer runs every single day. And if out of 10, a 9 person is doing a 5K run and the 10th person is doing a 10K run, that's basically a privilege in between that community, if you can say, or if you can say that society, or if you can say in that group. Some used to think like that. It's a privilege. You can also think like it's a privilege if you run a 10K regularly, more than a person. So it's basically push a person a little bit further ahead than any other person. So You can consider it as a privilege if you run every single day, like a 10 kilometer. I'm not saying you have to do like every day a marathon. No, just go out and run for a 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer, 5 kilometer. It's best. And more than that, some used to do like 21, like half marathons. Why they do a half marathon? They get a medal. Why you do another full marathon? You get a medal. If you step into some of your friends' houses, you can see like medals hanging around. And you'll be like, okay, this is good. This guy ran a few marathons, or this guy ran a few half marathons. Some used to think like that. My perspective, or in my experience, I take running as a self experience, or to know more yourself. If you are a person, you like to run, or you love running, or you want to run, so this is the best thing that you can think of, is like, it's to know more about yourself. It's not just like you going and doing some gym activities. If you go out and run, it's just a 2 kilometer even, you started talking to yourself. You started speaking to yourself. You started speaking to your body. Okay, my legs are doing this. My heart is doing this. My brain is doing this. There will be like 100 thoughts. I would perfectly say each and every run in your day-to-day life will be an experience for you. Okay, so you have to make sure there should be a time that you go out and run. Doesn't have to be a competition against a person in front of you. It should be a competition for yourself. It should be a competition for the person that you could see in front of you. So that should be your running. That should be your passion towards your running. If I could finish like, whether I go and run a marathon, there will be like a 10,000 person. If I finish like 9,000, I should be happy. In my perspective, I will be like pretty happy. Like I could cover like, okay, I did that. It's for myself. It's not just for any other person. So running should be a thing that you could take in with you, or you can carry out with you throughout your life, just to know yourself and just to understand yourself. And every single day, there will be an experience for you from the run. It doesn't have to be a 5 kilometer or a 10 kilometer run. It just can be a 1 kilometer or a 2 kilometer run as well. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna tell you, my point of view towards your running. Okay, so and be just straight moving towards a running. How you can start a run? How you could easily start a running? That's what our main point is. Okay, so before you starting, or before you getting into a run, there should be a proper warm up has to be there. This warm up has to be fully dynamic warm up. Why you do a warm up before a run? It's simple as that. It should be a boost of your boost of your blood circulation. Your core body temperature has to go up. That's why we basically do a proper warm up before any of the run. So I'm going to show you a few dynamic warm ups that you can follow up before you starting any of the runs. Okay, if you could keep your cameras on, it will be so grateful. So I should also know what you exactly are doing, or what you could follow up with me. Okay, great. And we'll be starting with a dynamic warming up. Okay, so you can start with some upper body. We always start from head to the toes. You can start from toes to the head. Okay, so starting up with your dynamic warm up. If you are a person who sit in front of your, or like simply say, if you have a white collar job, or you're sitting more in your desktops, of course your neck and spine will be more stiffer than any other person. Okay, so it should be great if you start with some head movements. Okay, so I'm gonna start from head to toes. Hope everyone is clear. Hope you can place your camera somewhere so you can follow up with me. Place it, arrange it somewhere. You can good to see me. Okay, and we'll be starting from head to the toes. Okay, hope everyone is ready. You can start from head to the toes. Just a 6 repetitions up and down movements. Very slow and steady. 6 reps up and down. 4, 5, 6, and good. The same movement we do side to side. Just slightly move your neck side to side. Hope everyone is following up. It should be very nice and steady movement. You didn't have to rush. You should feel that muscles. Good, relaxing it. Now you can straight move your neck nicely to the back, your shoulders. You're gonna, because most of the time as you're running, your shoulders will be working. So you can rotate your shoulders nicely. Just a 6 times. Then same, a forward movement, a 6 repetitions. So you can feel your shoulders is mobilizing and you can feel a relief on your shoulders. Good. Straight moving towards a full hand rotation. You can rotate your hands maximum forward. Nice and steady movements forward. Once you're comfortable, you can speed that movements like a 7 to 8 reps. Good. And same change, an opposite movement. Easy. A 7 to 8 reps. Good, good, good. Relaxing it. Our main aim of a dynamic warm-up is to mobilize and activate your joints. Okay. You can place your both the hands to the front and nicely opening up your chest a little bit. Just a 7 to 8 reps. Great. Same movement, up and down movements, easy up and downs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and good. Relax it. Now legs go slightly wider. That much is very good for your upper body mobility. Then we're gonna mobilize your side obliques, which is your main part, which is a best part that is working for your running most of the time. That is your core. Okay, now we're gonna mobilize your core just by moving side to side. And you have to make sure you're feeling a very good stretch on your obliques. Obliques is the side muscle. Just a 10 reps we do. 4 more times. Maximum you have to bend yourself side to side. Good. And slowly come up. So you mobilized your head. From your shoulders it went. From there towards your obliques it went. Now you have to mobilize your front part and your back side of your body. Resting. Hands at the hips you're going to place. I'm going to show you sidewise. Legs slightly wider you have to keep. You can push hips to the front and you're going to come up and reach down to the toes maximum as you can. Don't rush. It should be very smooth and nice movement. You can reach how much far you can go. Reach comfortably up to there. Then you're going to come up and repeating the same 4 or 5 more times. Breathe out and reach down. Come up, taking a support, push hips nicely forward. 3, 2 more times. 4, 5. I'm doing it slower because everyone has to follow it up. Once you feel comfortable, you can speed the movements always. Okay, relaxing it. So you activated your entire core, front part, and your back side as well. Then rest only the lower part. That's the main part that you're using it for your running activities. The first one you can do is a knee hug. Pull the knees up closer and down. Hold it. Then bring it as maximum close towards your chest as possible. Hugging it nicely closer down. Just do a 10 repetitions. Maximum try to stabilize your body. Then pulling that fully closer towards your chest. Just a 4 more reps. 3, 2, 1. Good, good. Relax it. You get a very good stretch on your glutes and your hamstrings muscles. From there, we straight towards a back kick. If you are a very beginner, you can do like easy kicks. Okay. If you are comfortable to do little faster, you can do faster movements. Okay. Just do a 10 repetitions. You could easily warm your body up. Good. From there, straight moving towards a hamstring once. Yeah, good. Hope you finish up your 10 reps. From there, moving towards a hamstring. That is like, you have to lift your toes and you have to touch your toes. Lift your legs and maximum touch your toes. Just a 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, good. Relax, relax, relax. So most of the part you already stretched and you're dynamically warmed up. Now you can place your legs slightly sideways and keeping your both the toes slightly pointing out. Keeping the hands at the hips. Now very slowly, you're going to move side to side. That's like to one side, up, then to opposite side, up. Okay, just do a 10 reps, nice and comfortable. If you have any knee issues, you can keep the legs little closer and just do easy side and side. Okay, otherwise, keep that legs nice and wide and fully side to side. A 10 rep. Good, good. You can slowly come up and relax your legs. Good. So the dynamic warm up exactly means you should move your body dynamically so that your muscles will be prepared for your running activity because we are doing running movements. Okay. Next one, normal stance. You're gonna keep your one leg to the front. Your heels will be pointing down, toe will be pointing up. Okay. Keep the camera a little more down. Yeah. So the movement is like this. A normal stance. Keep your one leg to the front. This leg knees bent. That leg knees will be locked. Then reach, touch your toes and back. Reach, touch your toes and back. 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and good. Slowly come up. Now same change, your opposite leg. Knee should be locked and toes up. This knee, whichever leg you're stretching, that knee has to be locked and toes should point up like this. Okay? Reach, touch and back 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Slowly come up. Okay. Now you can just loosen up your legs and relax it. Just relaxing that muscles. Loosen up your legs and easy relaxing it. Okay. Next set we do a IT band. That is a main working muscle group, or we can say it's a tendon to the side. Normal stance. You have to cross your legs to the opposite side. So I'm staying normal. Yeah. Now I'm gonna cross my right leg to the left, and I'm gonna move down to the right side. And you're gonna reach down and up. 10 times same. Reach down towards the heels. Easy, down and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure there is not too much of jerk movements, little smooth and a steady movement. And you can slowly come up. Now you're going to switch your legs. I'm going to cross my left leg towards my right, and I'm going to move down to the left side. Same, reach, touch and back. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and good. Slowly come up. Good. Relax, relax. Very good. Okay, that's all. You could feel your body is a little warmed up. You could feel your muscles, you could warmed up. You could feel a core temperature. You may be perspiring or sweating a little bit. Okay, so that means your body is warmed better for a awesome run. Okay, so it can be like you can do it within like 5 minutes. It doesn't take more timings, just like 10 repetitions, side movements. It doesn't take more than a 10 minutes. Okay, just take a 30 seconds break. Please have some water and relax a bit. You can have a sip of water and relax yourself. Because before the run, it doesn't have to be a full glass of water. It just has to be like a 1 or 2 sip of water that you're taking in. All right, so this is the best warm-up that you can follow up anywhere. Okay, and from here, how you have to start a running? What is the very basic of a running? Because now we can't, as it is online, we can directly go out and run. See, and I'm going to show you a few basic things that you should be remembering when you are stepping into any kind of running. Okay, so and first thing, as you start running, hope everyone is back and you're ready. Okay, and the first thing, as you're running, I saw most of people keep the shoulders like very tight. You do run like this? No, it's very hard. You have to relax your shoulders completely. That's the very first thing. You're running in between. You have to make sure whether I'm shrugging my shoulders or not. It should be, your shoulder should be completely relaxed, dropped and relaxed. Okay, that's the first very basic thing because this gonna make a lot of strain towards your shoulders. After a while, you will feel a very tight neck muscles. Okay, because you really don't have to activate your neck muscle while you're running. Running doesn't have to be very stiff. It has to be very free flow. You have to find a rhythm. It should be very slow and steady movements. Okay. From there, moving towards a leaning position. As you run, you always make sure you doesn't have to lean back. You have to keep a moment because where we are running ahead. We are not running backward. As you're running ahead, it should make sure you should keep a momentum to run. If you have to keep a momentum, what you should do is you should keep your body little forward, not fully straight. If you keep it slightly forward, you get that momentum to move on. Okay. Rather than you keeping straight, if you keep it a little forward, you get that momentum to move yourself forward. Okay. From there towards that is the second thing I told you. First thing should be your shoulders. Second thing, you should keep your body slightly forward. Doesn't mean you have to go all the way forward. No, slightly forward. From a normal, you keep your body slightly to the front. Okay. And another thing is your hand movement. Did you guys ever see a person running like this? No, because it's not possible. It not you maybe you have a thought like, okay, running is just a practice of your legs. It's just a action of your legs. No, never. Then if you have a thought like that, you try running like this. You can ever run like this? No, it's really hard because you need to have a momentum to run. Where do you get that momentum? You get that momentum from your hands. If you ask Usain Bolt to go and run a 100-meter sprint like this, what are you gonna do? You're gonna slap you for sure because you don't get a momentum if you keep your hands closed or if you keep your hands very stiff. Whether you can run like this? No. It should be a momentum from your hip up to the shoulders. So one hand will be shoulders, one hand will be at the hips. Then goes backward. Okay. So everyone, you can get up or you can stay in the normal position you are. And we're going to do it for a 30 seconds. So this remains always 90-degree. As you can see, this remains always 90-degree and elbow should go back. Opposite hands will come forward. So it goes to and forth. It doesn't go like this, like wider. It should always keep it closer and very easy. Then you're going to do, just try it for a 30 seconds. Ready? We're going to start. All of you can keep your hands like this. One hand at the hip, one hand at your chin level. Don't take it above your chin level as well. Up to your chin level is perfectly fine. Then reverse. Reverse. You can start reverse. Very slow. Reverse. And you're going to do it a little faster. And continue that for a 30 seconds. Come on. Nice and steady. Make sure elbow doesn't go out. Elbow. Keep the elbow very close towards your body and continuously moving it. It should be a rhythmic. At that point, again, don't keep your shoulders shrugged. It should be dropped and relaxed. Very smooth movement. Just do it for a 30 seconds. If you practice this regularly, I will give you like a 99% you will improve your speed like so fast because this is your main running action. Try it faster. Last 10 seconds. Try it faster as possible. Keep that rhythm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax, relax, relax. And another thing, you doesn't have to do this. You doesn't have to extend from here. It should be always 90. Only your elbow is going back and to the front. Okay. So it should be like this. Don't do this. Okay. Don't do this. It should be here, here. This remains always 90. It's go up. It comes here. Okay. Relax it. Just shake your hands and relax it. Loosen up your hands. Just stretch your palms nicely down. Same change, opposite palms, stretch it down. Good, good. Relax your hands. We do it one more time. 30 seconds, same. Okay. How you start? One, your fist will be at your chin level. One fist at your hip level. Back and forth. Do it, start with very slow. You can start. Do it very slow. As you get that rhythm, you're going to move it a little faster. And we're going to do it for 30 seconds. Ready? Keep going. And try to make it faster a little bit. Doing it nice and faster. Good, good, good. Keep speeding up. Let's go. 10 more seconds. Speed up nicely. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good, good. Relax, relax. Good. Just loosen up your hands. So, and the third thing I told you is your hand movement. You have to make sure when you're running, there should be a nice and smooth. It doesn't mean if you are running slow, your hand should go like this. No, your feet and your shoulder and your hand should be in a sync. If you're running slow, it should be like this. If you're running like a 100-meter sprint, it goes faster. Okay, so accordingly, you have to keep an eye on it or keep your conscious effort into that. Okay, it doesn't take like a 1 month to get this all this done. No, it just take like a 2 or a 3 running session. When you do running, keep all this in mind and start adding these all things into it. Okay, and the next thing, hope everyone is audible.
The
Please
audio is
confirm. Someone please
perfect,
confirm.
sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And okay, from there we straight move towards a feet movement. Okay, if you are running faster, your feet movement always comes on the toes. Okay, because you can't completely keep your feet entirely and you can run. Okay, so if you are running slow, your step has to be like it's basically from consider this is my foot. Okay, and consider this as my heels and this as my toes. Okay, and it should come from your midfoot towards your toes. Okay, where it should come from your midfoot towards your toes. You doesn't have to, if you are a very beginner, you doesn't have to worry too much about it. The easiest thing that you can make it up is just to find a rhythm in your steps. How you find a rhythm in your steps? Rhythm should be a combination of your foot, like 1 2 1 2 1 2 that you're keeping, and it should be a combination of your breathing. Okay, that's the main area where we fall sick, or we can say we fail in our running. The first day you stepping out, okay, you had a great determination, you had a great thing that okay, tomorrow I'm gonna run a 5 kilometer. You step out, you did a warm up, and first kilometer you ran like Usain Bolt. What happens to the second kilometer? You will drain yourself. That is what actually I mean by a rhythm. If you're planning to do a 5 kilometer run, your first 1 2 3 kilometers should be in a rhythm, whether where your breathing and your footsteps should be in a rhythm. So it can be like there is different rhythms. One, I just show you a few. One should be like slow breathe in, breathe out. So that's like you can comfortably breathe when you're running. That's the main thing. When you have to run longer, you should be having a very comfortable breathe in. If you're doing it a little faster, I'm reaching towards a 5 kilometer point. What I basically do after 4 kilometer, I push myself a little bit. At that point, you can't keep this easy breathe in, breathe out. No, it's very hard. At that time, what are you gonna do? You should switch your breathing rhythm. It will be like you can't, when you run faster, you can't breathe out through your nose. Okay, you always make sure you will be breathing out through your mouth. Why? The more you breath, you take it off from your lungs, because lungs is your main part of your running and main part where you get your oxygen. If you keeping your lungs this much filled and you're trying to fill that lungs again, what happens? You can't breathe a lot of air in. So if you have to take a lot of air in, what you have to do? You have to breathe out. You have to empty that basket. If you empty that basket, then you can fill that basket. So what you're filling is more of oxygen. If you get that more of oxygen, you can work your muscle without fatigue. Fatigue means without tiredness. Okay. So you have to have a better breathe out. How you breathe out? Not when you're running, it's very hard to breathe out through your nose. You have to breathe out through your mouth. You have to open your mouth and breathe out. If you're running faster, you can take two breathe in and two breathe out. How? If you're running faster. So it is a rhythm. So you have to make sure you are finding your own rhythm. Your lung capacity is not my lung capacity. Okay, so it always changes up. So you should first 3 or 4 runs, even if you're planning to start from today or from the next day, your first 2 or 3 runs should be you identifying yourself, you identifying your rhythm, you finding your steps, you finding your breath. This is just like a analyzing because running, once you get into it, once you get this rhythm, you go like crazy. Okay, so first 3 days, if you're stepping into your running, first 3 days, never try to achieve a goal like 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer. Try to achieve or try to find yourself or try to identify yourself. What is me? How is my breathing? How is my steps? Okay, so that's all should be your prime plan if you're just starting a running. Or if you are getting into an intermediate level, you can slowly add things up from there. Okay, next. This is all about warm up. This is all about how you can run, how you correct your posture. First thing, you can knot it down if you want. You can just knot it down. First thing is your shoulder thing. You can't keep your shoulder tight and run because after 1 or 2 kilometers, you get tiredness on your shoulders. Another thing, your hand movements. Your hands movement should be from your chin up to the hips. It doesn't have to go all the way back up to the hips. It should be here. It doesn't have to go down and up like this. Okay. And another thing, you have to lean a slightly forward. As you're running it up, you came to know you can lean yourself a little forward. And next is your rhythm in your breathing. First 2-3 kilometer, you find yourself. Where is my breath? You really don't have to compete against a person in front of you. You find your breathing, you find your rhythm, and from there you can push it. In my experience, it's like every run gives me something. Every run, it gives a good experience. It helps me to find my breath, or it helps me to find my footstep, something they give you. So it's adding up. Every single day is adding up things into your life. Okay, so please make sure you don't have to be rushed. You don't have to compete against anyone else. You have to find yourself in first. Okay, and I'm just giving a small schedule how a beginner can step into a good running. You got your warm up, you got how to run, you got your hand posture, you got your rhythm. Then how easily you can start if you are a beginner and if you love to run or if you like to go out and see all the beauties out there. Okay, so how you to start run? If you are a beginner, as you did your warm up and you got how you have to step out, right? So from there, how you're gonna do is you will do a 1 minute of run. You need to have a watch. Of course, you have a cell phone. Get a stopwatch in that. You take a 1 minute. 1 minute only you run. How many minutes? 1 minute. And what are you going to do? You're going to take 3 minutes of walking after that. Faster walk. I'm saying about a very beginner. Okay. So you run 1 minute. You can note it down. You run 1 minute and you walk 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, what you're going to do? You again run for another 1 minute. Then again, 3 minutes you're gonna walk. How much you can do? 10 to 15 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how beginner or how intermediate you are. That should be your first day. Okay. You rather than that, you just step out and run a 2 kilometer, you done and you hate running. That's not the way you love running. Okay, so start slow, you will get there. Okay, so 1 minute run, 3 minute walk. That's your first day. Second day, you run 1 minute, but you walk 2 minutes. Again, you run 1 minute and you walk 2 minutes. And the third day, you run 1 minute you walk 1 minute. Again, you run 1 minute, you walk 1 minute. So that's a combination. You can easily follow it up. Then, if you are an intermediate level, okay, I know how to run a 2 kilometer. I know how to run a 3 kilometer. I'm comfortable with that. Perfect. You're awesome. I know that. And how we can push it out from there? Very simple as that. You start your warm up, then you do a 15 minutes of very slow running. Find your breath, find your hand posture. From there, 15 minutes you done, or like 15 to 20 minutes, then you can add a core exercise. Take a next day break. And the next day, what you can do, you again do only core exercises after a proper warm up. And the third day, day three, again you run a 30-minute and you do some good stretches after that. That's how an intermediate person can push yourself into the next level of running. Day one, 15 to 20 minutes, and you do stretching very slow and steady. Day two, you do like a slight warm up, you do only core. Day three, you do a 30 minutes of slow jogging, and you're going to take good stretches after that. That's how an intermediate can push it out from there to a better level or towards a advanced level person. Okay. Now we're gonna go straight towards some best core exercises a person a, a, a runner can do. Okay, best core exercises a runner can pick it up. Okay, you can place your camera somewhere that you have a mat. Like you should see clearly. Okay, so we're gonna do a 5 exercises, one set each. Okay, you can lie down on your mat. You will be fully lying down. Please get ready. Please get ready with the mat. Okay. You can buy Decathlon mats and running shoes straight from Decathlon stores, and it's like the best quality you ever get. Decathlon shoes are one of the best. Most of the marathon runners, ultra runners, they are choosing it up. It start like 499, and your mats will start like 299. You get the cheapest and the best quality products from Decathlon. That's why I love Decathlon personally. Okay, so rather than you going to Amazon, you buying a thing and you using that up for just 6 months, it tears off. That's sure. But you getting a quality product from Decathlon, you can use it like years. Okay, and I personally feels that, and I personally know that. Okay, so we're gonna first move is a single leg crunches. You will be fully lying down on your mat. Both the legs will be straight. Fully lie down on your mat. Okay. From there, you're gonna bend your one leg. Any of your one leg, you can bend it, and your both the hands should go all the way back. You have to swing your hands, and you're gonna come up and touch your toes and back. So your leg should lift up, and your upper body should lift up together. Please watch, and we can start together. Please watch it first. You lift, come up, reach and touch your toes. Make sure your leg doesn't have to come all the way here and you're touching. It should come almost little like a 45-degree angle. Then you're gonna come up and touch. Reach, come up and touch. Okay. We will do a 10 repetition together. Ready? All of you please take your position. Fully lie down. One leg bend and one leg straight. Both the hands maximum to the back. We're starting in next 3, 2, 1 and come up. Go 1, 2. Try to swing your hands and come up. 3. Very good. Go 4, 5. Beginner can stop at 8 rep. 5. And intermediate will do a 10 rep. 6, 7. You should breathe out. 8, 9, 10. Good, good, good. Awesome. Very good. And we switch the legs. We opposite legs now. Ready? We're starting in next 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2. Make sure you breathe out and come up. 3, 4. Your upper body should fully come up. 5. And you have to swing your hands. 6, 7, 8. Keep the same, keep the same. Let's go. 9, 10. Yes, 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 good. Very good. You could feel a very good core contraction on your entire core. Now we're going to do a stretch, a quick stretch, because just to relax that muscle. Your muscles will be really tight. Just to relax that muscle. You can fully lie down, keeping your both the hands below your shoulders, and you're going to lift up and look up. You should feel a very good stretch on your abdomens. From there, slowly push your hip back and stretch your lower back. And you can slowly come up. Okay, so that's your first exercise. A very beginner will do 8 repetitions, intermediate will do 10 repetitions, and advanced will do 12 repetitions. You're going to do left and rights together, just a quick stretch. Moving to the second set, stretch, third set, stretch. If you're very comfortable, fourth set, and you're going to relax. Okay, that will be your one set of that exercise. Okay, we're just going to do only one each. Okay, second exercise, one of the best core engaging exercise for a runner. This is your second exercise, is a Russian twist. Okay, so you will be sitting down very comfortably. Your back should be straight, and you're going to slightly lean back and bring the hands close towards your chest. If you're very comfortable, okay, movement goes like this. You go left, you rotate it to the right, to the left, and to the right. It makes sure only the hand is not moving. Your entire body is twisting. Okay, you can look to the side. And we do a 20 repetitions. If you're very comfortable, you can lift your legs up. And same position. Reach side to side. Hope you got the movement. We'll start together. In next 3 seconds, we do a 20 repetitions. Left is 1, right is 2. Okay, 20 repetitions. Start together, starting in next 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Completely twist your body side. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Relax, relax, relax. Very good. That's an intermediate can do 20 repetitions. A beginner can do like 15 repetitions. If you are advanced, you can do 30 easy repetitions. Hope you got it. Are we going to do 30 repetitions? You take a break. Okay. Consider you are a very beginner. Okay. Considering you are a very beginner. Okay. Like how you're going to do a very beginner. You're going to sit to the edge of a chair. You're going to lean back a little bit. And legs will be slightly on your heels. And then you're going to do side to side. It should be a stool. If it's a chair, your back will touch it. Okay. So if it's a stool, your body lean back. Then same side to side. You will get the same effect on your core. Only do this if you are a beginner. Okay. That was our second exercise. Third exercise is a plank with hip twist. Okay, that is your third exercise. How are we going to do the third exercise? First, watch the exercise. You're going to stay on an elbow plank. Okay, you will stay on an elbow plank. Keep your core tight. Then you drop the hips to one side, then to the opposite side. Okay, body nice and straight, holding a plank, hip dropping side to side. Okay, hope you got the movement. We'll start in next 3 seconds. Ready? Everyone, just take your position. Going straight into a plank position. We will do only 12 to 15 repetitions. Okay, starting in next 3, 2, hold the plank, 1, then side to side, 1. Only drop your hips, 2, 3, 4, very good, 5, 6, controlled movement, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Beginner can stop, 14, 15, and good. Relax it. You're going to slowly come up. Same. Please sit on the shin bones. You're going to do a stretch after that. Sit on the shins, both the hands to the front, and stretch your body all the way down and relaxing it. 6 seconds hold. Good. Same. If you are a beginner, you will do like a 12 repetitions. If you are in an intermediate level, you do a 15 repetitions. And if you are in an advanced level, you do a 20 repetitions. That was your third exercise. And fourth exercise, we'll be moving towards a same elbow plank, and you have to drive your knees sideways. That is your fourth best exercise for a athlete or for a runner. Okay, you will be holding a plank position, then you have to drive the knees towards the elbow. Your knee doesn't touch, knee should be lifted up and back. Same to opposite and back, side to side. Okay, you're gonna drive the knees not down, you have to drive the knees sideways and back. Okay, ready? We're starting in next 3 seconds. 3, 2, a 12 rep for beginner, 15 for a intermediate. Ready, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try breathe out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beginner can stop. 13, 14, 15, and good. Slowly come up. You can sit on the shins and drop and relaxing it. Just a 6 seconds hold. Fully down and relax it. Keep a very comfortable breathe in, breathe out, and slowly come up. You can stretch your side, keeping your one hands crossed. Please keep your one hands crossed and one hand overhead and stretch. You get a very good stretch on your obliques. Same to opposite. Cross your one hand to the thighs. One hand goes overhead and easy stretch. You get a very good stretch on your obliques. Same. If you are a beginner, you do 12 repetitions. If you are in a intermediate level, you do a 15 repetitions. And if you're advanced, you can do a 20 repetitions. How many set you do? 3 set of each. Okay. And the next best exercises a runner can ever do is just a plank hold. Okay. Just a normal plank hold. How are you going to hold it? You're going to hold in a plank position for 30 seconds. You know how to do a plank because you were doing last 2 exercises. Anyway, we were doing a plank. Okay. So that was your core exercises that we will follow up. You can take a 30 seconds break and have some water, please. Take a sip of water and you can relax a bit. Just a 30 seconds. Okay, so these were the 5 best exercises that a runner can start adding into their normal routines. Okay, how are we going to add it? As I told you, if you're an intermediate level, you do a 20 minute of slow running. As you're back, you can select like, you doesn't have to choose all the 5 exercises in the first day. You can choose either 1 exercise or you can choose either 2 exercise. You finish like a 2 set. Maybe first day you can't keep like a 3 set. Maybe on the second set you will get tired. And one more thing, if any kind of repetitive exercise you're doing, never give your all effort in your first set. What happens if you give your all effort in your first set? You get totally drained after your first set. So give your first set easy. Give like a 60 to 70%. Push for your second set. Give like a 60-70%. And give your third set like a 80-85%. Okay, don't ever give 100 because you have a second set of exercises to do. Okay, so make sure of that. Choose a five of it. Choose any of the two exercise. Do like three set. Second exercise, take like a 1 minute break. Second exercise, then again you're gonna do like a three set of exercises. That's the best core exercises you can do. Okay, for as you are getting into a running activities. Okay, and a major thing usually happens to most of the runners is that they feel cramps after like 2 kilometers. They just saying like, I got stitches on my abdomens. Why this is happening? These stitches are basically it's a diaphragm. This is here comes your lungs on both sides. Below the lungs, there is a layer of muscle which is called a diaphragm. This diaphragm is actually helping your lungs to inhale and exhale. Okay, as you inhale and as you exhale, this diaphragm is also likely contracting and relaxing. If your breathing rhythm is not good, what happens after 2 kilometers? You get tight because this muscle is contracting and relaxing very faster, then it get cramps. So that's why if you have a good rhythm when you do a running, that's the way you doesn't feel any cramps on your abdomens. Okay. And we straight from we moving towards some cool down exercises. You can please get up. We'll do cool downs. So you finish your run. After you come back, now it's the time for you to cool down your body. Okay. Never leave after a run. Never leave without stretches. What happens? Next day you will feel cramps and fatigues and tiredness, and your muscles will be really tight. Okay. First next exercise, cooling down after your running is you go all the way down. You're gonna take a long breath in, lift your body all the way up, then breathe out and drop your body down. Just drop it down. Again, you're gonna take a long breathe in, lift your body all the way up, full breathe in, then breathe out. Open your mouth and breathe out. Once again, long breathe in, open your mouth and breathe out. Two more times. Long breathe in, breathe out and drop your body. One more. Long breathe in, then breathe out and down. This is the first thing you can do once you are back from your running because it will help your body to get a good breathe in and breathe out. Okay. From there, we straight moving towards the lower body stretches. Legs should be nice and wide.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Keeping your one hands to the back.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
I think so. Bhuyan
No, no,
Sachin
no
has
worries.
a doubt over here. He's continuously raising his hand.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Please.
Sir, while running,
Yeah.
hello, sir,
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
in a hard surface while running, my
Yes.
knees are very much pain, and so what should we do in this situation? Should we wear a kneecap and run?
Okay. So first of all, your terrain is will be a little hard terrain. What surface you run?
Sir,
Is
it's
it
a
in a road?
normal tar, sir.
It's a tar road. Okay. So first thing you have to do is to avoid your running. First thing you have to start running like for a week on a like a solid, not solid surface, on a soft surface, like on a grass ground or something. If you could find it, that's the first thing you have to do. Second thing, you should have a quick check on the shoes that you're using up because your shoes may be either slightly weared off or the shoes that you're using will not be a proper running shoes that is actually good for your knees. Okay, so please have a check on these two first, and then there we can slowly get it into a running. That's the first thing. Kneecap is doesn't take off your root cause. What you have to treat the best is your root cause. You have to find your root cause first. Your knee pain doesn't mean you have a knee issue. Okay, your knee is
Yes, sir.
paining maybe because your calf may be tight, maybe some of the other muscles will be tight, or it can be your shoes, or it can be the surface you're running. First, you change your surface of your running, get it into a grass surface or any other surfaces which doesn't have like too much up and downs. Try to run a flat surface for 2 weeks and have a quick check on your shoes, whichever shoes you are using.
Okay,
Yes,
sir. Thank you so much.
you're clear, Buyan?
Yes, sir. Very much.
Oh, correct. Thank you. Yeah, we can come to the question and answer session after we finishing up the cool down. Okay, just it's we're gonna take a 2 minutes for your cooling down, then we can get into your question and answers. Okay, your legs should go nice and wider. We're gonna do a quick cooling down. You have to stretch and relax your obliques, and you can hold it for 6 to 8 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then switch your body to opposite side and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Slowly come up. Now we're gonna stretch and relax your abdomen areas. Okay. You're gonna take a support at your hips. Nicely push hips to the front, holding it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Slowly come up. You have to breathe out and reach maximum down to both your ankles. Maximum breathe out and take your forehead down. 1, 2, and try to hold it there. 3, pull down and hold it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Slowly come up. Okay. You can stretch and relax in two ways. One is like an active cool down. That's like you can do like loosen up your legs. You can do like a few knee hugs and movement. Okay. And another one is a uh, static cool down. Two ways you can cool down. Okay, we now we're following is a static cool down. Okay, now legs goes nice and wider. Please keep your legs nice and wider. Now your one toes, your left toes will point out, and hands at the hips, body remains straight and stretch down to one side and hold it there. Your main focus of your cooling down is your lower body. Okay, now switch to opposite side and you can hold it 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slowly come up. You have to take a full stretch up. Same body pointing straight. Take a full stretch up. Down maximum towards your right ankle. Fully down. Good. Slowly come up. Stretch up. Then same change to opposite side and all the way down. Maximum down and slowly coming up. Relax, relax. Now we have to stretch and relax your quadriceps muscle. That is by holding your ankle and stretch. 6 seconds. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Same change. Now you're doing the opposite. Just stretch and hold. If you're finding unbalanced, the best thing you can do is take a support from a wall or something, then hold it nicely and stretch. Okay. Only if you're feeling unbalanced. And you can relax your body. Good, good, good. All right. 6 seconds and easy relax it there. Very good. Now we're going to cross your legs over to one side. Your right leg, you're going to cross it to one side. Reach down towards your one side and hold it 6 seconds. Then up, same change to opposite side. Hold it down there for 6 seconds. Good. Slowly come up. All right. That's a perfect for cooling down. Okay. If you have any question and answers, you can have a you can bounce it up. Any questions, any doubts?
Guys, if you're like feeling shy
If
over
you're
here to
any
ask, so you can put it in the chat box over here. You can definitely read and confirm up to you.
perfect. See, it doesn't have to be like a question, like a genuine question towards the running. It can be some doubts or some issues that you're facing while you're running. Because Buyan was asking something that when he was running, he's facing some kind of things, how we can fix it up. So it can be something like that as well. You
Hey,
can bounce
I had
anything.
I had one question
Yeah,
regarding drinking in between running. Probably after 2 kilometer, I drink something 2 sip, 3 sip, or maybe probably more. Just your guideline on drinking in between.
okay, you're talking about a sport drinks or a water?
I'm talking about a normal water. Yeah.
Normal water. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, it should be ideal if you're going for even like a 10-kilometer run. You have to carry like a small 250 ml of bottle, like a small bottle. It doesn't have to be like a big one bottle. If you could carry like a very small 250 ml bottle for a 10K run, you have to sip water in between your runs because it can actually lift your hydration little up, so you don't really get into a dehydration state whether your muscles get like quickly cramped. If you are into a first stage of running, you have to make sure you carry bottle with you. Some are used to not to take sip water in between. Some are like they have to sip water. It's ideal if we say it's better to take water in between because your body doesn't fall into a state of dehydration. Clear,
Thank you.
Pavan?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I don't know if no one asking them, but I'll seek once again one more help. Probably, if you reiterate
Yeah.
that breathing part, that is something really awesome, and I don't know, somehow it seems missing from my side. So just reiterate
Yes.
that breathing exercise. That's seems very very interesting, and I attended so many sessions, none of the place I hear this, and I'm really curious to apply that piece.
Great. So please try it. So your next run should be your way of you finding your breath and the way you finding your footstep. Your foot has a rhythm. You have to understand that your foot goes in a rhythm and your footstep should be in a rhythm with your breath. Okay, that's how you get a combination where you can run like 100 kilometer, 50 or 100. It always goes forward. Okay, it doesn't come down. So you find a rhythm in your breath. That's how you kick your running in. Okay, you can very easily achieve 21 and 42 very easily if you are good with the rhythm. Pavan, thank you so much for that. And hope you next run you will catch that rhythm for sure.
Yo, thank you for this awesome session. It's really
Great,
I
great.
say one of my best session for running. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bro.
Thank you. Thanks, Pavan. Guys, any other questions? You can pop it up or you can just put a message on it to the inbox.
If no one has any doubts, I personally have a doubt. Like, I'm an athlete too, so like I do marathons. So after doing a marathon, it is very essential to take water. But my, like I'm very tired, but I don't feel like taking any like liquid or food supply. So like, any comments on that?
You're talking about after a 42
Yes,
run.
correct.
Okay. See, it's from my personal experience. You don't feel really to have some like water or something. So first thing, if you're like into already into like 3 or 4 marathons, you already came to know like some kind of electrol only can replace it. You can't take like heavy food. Maximum, the best thing you can take is like a fluids inside. So it can be some kind of electrolytes, not to take good amount of water because water doesn't give you any replacement for the lost minerals in your body. So it's always ideal to take some kind of sports drinks, or you can go with some electrolytes, or you can go with some glucon D if anything is possible. And it's not really a suggestible thing I'm putting in front of you because I usually see most of the marathon runners, what's the first thing they do after your run is they go get a beer. Okay, they usually go get a beer after your run because it's only after like long runs, 42 or ultra runs or 100 runs. Okay, it's not like really suggestible for you or like it what it's actually at you is it gets a good amount of calories into your system and it's doesn't gonna replace it. It gives a good hydration to your body. Okay, not hot alcohols, it should be a beer. It can quickly replace and keep your body better in a better circulation and it gives you a good recovery. Or you can go with a good amount of electrolytes into your system.
Understood. It's clear totally for me. So we have
Right.
a question over here from our participants. Any
Yeah, yes, please.
suggestion on a road running shoes?
Okay. You can go with Suka. Suka is one of the best which is available in the international market, which is mostly used by the marathon runners. And another one you can go uh, the name of it. One second, if you could give me one second, sure. That's a Decathlon one. run KD500. That is one of the best shoes that you will be available by Decathlon KD500. Okay, so suggestively you could run like 1,000 kilometers with that very easily. Otherwise, you can go with Suka running, one of the very lightweight, very cushionable. That's only available in international market. If you're going something uh, cheaper or like compared to the like Nike or a Reebok or Adidas, if you spend like a 10,000 for that for a price worth, you can go with this one. It's in offer like 5,999 or 6,999 is the actual price. It's Kip Ren KD500.
I hope the doubt is clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we have any other doubts or like any cue?
Another question popped up in the inbox.
Okay, this is the question from Chetan. Is it good to run every day, or should we take a day or two breaks once in a week?
Of course, you can run like see, I know persons they run like 42 kilometers continuously for 50 days. Okay, like every day that you get up and you're going for a 42-kilometer run. Yeah, so it's like, and he did it like his 50 run, and he did it in a timing of 3 hours in a clock time, in a sharp clock time of 3 hours. So that's like in a 50th day of every day running for a 42-kilometer, and he clocked like a 3 hour for his 50th run. That means human being's body is in that great potential that you can run like kilometers for every day. It's all from here and it's all from your heart that what do you feel? Okay, I'm feeling good to run for this day. Okay, you go out, you step out and run. Okay, the next day, okay, I'm not feeling that good for a run. Okay, let me go for a walk. You can try that. It doesn't make like a fixed schedule, like you have to run like 5 times a week. It doesn't mean you have to run like 7 times a week. It's all from your heart and it's all from your head that it's calling what you can do for each and every single day to keep your day every day the better one. Okay. Hope that's clear.
Do we have any doubts, Sachin? Your mic is on, I
Yes,
see.
yes, sir. Can you suggest me for means when we I go usually in the morning for a run? So should I have
Yeah.
something and go, or what is the perfect diet before a run?
Perfect. Perfect question. Okay. Thanks, Buyan, for this wonderful question. The best thing that you can start before you're going for a run, again, it depends on how kilometer you are running. Okay. How much long you're planning to run. Okay. If it's like a 10K or like a 16K or below 16K run, you can have like soaked almonds before your run. Why I'm saying soak almonds? Almonds are basically a dry fruit. It gets really dry if you really taking it in the same way. It started taking more water from your body, and throughout the run, you get dehydrated. So that's why I'm saying it should be soaked almonds, like a 3 or 4 or a 4 or 5 almonds you can have, and like a half a banana or like even a full banana you can have because it gives you a good calories in your system and it kickstarts your body. That's the one thing. If you're doing like a below 16K run. And if you're really going for like a clock marathon, okay, you're going for a 42 or a 21 kilometer and you scheduled it and I have to make like a good timing for my run. What the best thing you can have is you have to have a very good calorie like carbohydrate. If it can be a pasta, it can be a rice, it can be a good amount of white breads or something, like a good amount of calorie should be having a one night before. That is basically we call it as a calorie loading or like a carb loading to your body to perform the next day. It can be like a 12 o'clock at night, or you can clock your alarm and you can wake up in the morning at 3 o'clock and you can have it, or you can have this before like a 3 hours prior to your run. It can be oats as well, it can be rice, it can be whichever which you are comfortable to digest. It's all point is that you have to have good digestion into your system. It can be whatever you're using from that normal routine. It doesn't have to be something new into your system. It should be what your body already
I'm
knows.
sorry, sir,
It should be already.
interrupt you, but your voice is
Yeah,
cracking. I
no
feel
worries.
there is a network issue. I suggest you to like switch off your camera.
One second.
Perfect. Now the audio is perfect.
Is it better? Hello?
Now that's perfect.
Is my okay, okay, very good. I'm repeating the same again. It's you have to have something which is already in your diet, doesn't add something new into your diet. It can be any carbohydrate into your system or one day before or like a 3 or 4 hours prior to your run. Okay, hope that's clear.
I hope it's
Yes, sir.
very clear. So we have
Yeah.
one. We'll take a last Q&A. So there is a last question over here. While running, I have observed that I land on my heels, which is wrong. So how do I correct it?
Okay, awesome. Okay, it's very simple. You couldn't have to land on your heels because your heel doesn't gives you that much momentum to move forward. Because I can show you that. Okay, hope you can see my feet, right?
Yes, we can.
Is my feet okay? Great. Okay, so if you are running on the heels, if okay, you can try the same person can try the same. If you're running on the heels, what's the momentum goes is towards the back. If you stay on the toes, where the momentum goes is always to the front. So where we have to run always forward. Okay, so it's always better to stay on the toes. And how easy you can practice this into your running is very simple. You have to normally stand, raise up on the toes, then you're gonna do without touching the heels. You have to do this movement for like a 1 minute on the spot before you're running, or you can do practice it for like 3 minutes continuously. If you can practice it 3 minutes or 2 minutes regularly, maybe every day for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so it's very simple. I'm gonna show you again. You have to come up on the toes. Okay, without touching the heels, you will do on the spot running movement. Okay, without touching the heels. Normal, come up on the toes, then you do normal movement on the spot. Once you do this regularly for next 2 weeks, it will be very easy for you to change your steps into a perfect running. Hope that's clear.
I hope the
Yeah,
doubt is clear, Mr. Yadav. So there is one last question come pop up.
yeah,
So
please.
I normally run half marathon. What should I do if I want to graduate to full marathon? My timing is sub to
Sub 2.
sub full marathon.
Sub 2. Sorry, my timing is. Hello, 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 hello. Sisti, could you please repeat it? Could you please repeat it for me? Hello, hello, hello. Anyone, please respond if you can hear me.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, Ben. Yes, Ben. Thank
So,
you. I think
yeah, the
Sisti's
question is,
network is
I normally run half
yeah.
marathon. What should I do if I want
Yes.
to graduate to full marathon? My timing is sub 2 hours. I think it's about 2 hours for half marathon.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. It's very simple. First thing, you have to get a good core strength. How are you gonna get a good core strength? You add more repetitions into your core strengthening workouts. Okay. you're going to add more repetitions. If you're doing 20 repetitions of your crunches, you have to make it into a 30 repetition. You have to fix your base. What's your base for your full marathon running? That is your core strength. You have to have a great core strength. Okay, that's only the first thing. Only one thing that matters for a full marathon is like, for one thing, you have to have a good core strength. So you add a good repetitions for that, for your core strengthening exercises. And if you're doing just two set of exercises, you can increase it to a little bit more. Like you can increase it, and from there, what you can do is, because you completed only a 21 kilometer. Okay, so how you gonna increase it? For a week, you can try a Sunday run on a Sundays or any of the days. You can try to add a little more up rather than a 21. You're gonna do a little more up. How are you gonna do? You have to, before you go for a 42 run, you have to clock above 30 kilometers or 32 kilometers twice. Okay, how are you gonna do? You have to do twice. How much kilometers? 32 kilometers. Then you will be good for your running. Okay, is that clear? And core strength and this clock of 32 is the only two thing that is matters.
So sorry, sir.
Thank you, sir.
There was a technical issue. Um,
No problem, no problem.
is there any other doubt?
Okay, one I could see from Nupur, that's, I suffer from asthma and I cannot run for long durations. Could you please suggest me some breathing tricks? Okay, see, if you are a person, if you're having asthmatic or if you are having any lung issues, you should be having, the only thing every day is there is a push for you. One day you can't directly go for a like a 10K run. Of course, I know person who are like asthmatic and they do like 42 kilometers in Leh and Ladakh. You have to understand that in Leh and Ladakh, if you can do like a 42-kilometer run, and if you are asthmatic, that means, because she was not doing more than 10 kilometer when I know her, and as she progressed it up, as she pushed herself up, now she could do like a good run in a Leh. Leh means like your oxygen amount is very less and like things are changes. So this is like a regular practice. So every day it need to be a push for you. And the only thing you should be very careful when you start, if you're asthmatic and when you're starting into a run, is you should be having a very good and slow warm up. Okay, breathing, as I told you, there is only one breathing pattern that you have to follow, is a rhythm of your breathing, and you should be having a very good warm up before you going for any kind of run. It can be a 1 kilometer, it can be a 2, it can be a 3 or 5, and every day need to be pushing a little bit, or every week you can push like a little little up. Hope Nupur, that's doubt is clear. Okay. Thank you, Nupur. Yes, Srishti.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Yes.
I hope the doubt is clear. That was a wonderful session by Paul, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for giving your time and energy over here. And I thank all the participants to give your time over this small session. So I hope you same here, sir. I hope you see you again.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Now
you,
we'll
and
end the session.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone, those who participated in this session, and a lot of gratitude from my side. And start getting into your running pattern, because it's very beautiful. As you, if you are not into it, you step in, it's like really beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me up here with All for Sports by Decathlon, and we'll see you all soon. So, stay hope we could wind it up.
So like we have to end this session. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.